Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. This game is known as one of the worst Sonic games in the Blue Hedgehog's career. Well, next to games like Rise of Lyric, Sonic Labyrinth, and debatably Sonic and the Secret Rings, just to name a few. But that's besides the point. We all remember how at the end of the game, Sonic, Shadow, and Silver in their super forms defeated the time god Solaris, giving Sonic and Elise the chance to erase the previous timeline and restart with a new one. So all's well that ends well. No more worrying about apocalyptic fire monsters, shadow recolors, a weirdly designed Eggman, or bestiality, because 06 never happened, right? Well, yes and no. Now, before you guys start taking out your Pico hammers and bludgeoning me to death, let me explain. In Sonic Generations, Crisis City is one of the stages or zones, whatever you want to call them, that the Time Eater had somehow erased. But this is impossible, as Crisis City in the bad future in 06 had been erased by the end of the game. Or so we thought. Here's where things get complicated. In Sonic and Silver's story, after Sonic and Silver failed to save Elise, Silver reminds Sonic that they can simply use Chaos Control to travel back in time to save Elise. Before Sonic leaves, he tells Silver that by saving Elise, it should change Silver's future. Well, turns out Sonic was very wrong. When Silver and Blaze head back to their own time, it's shown that the future is still ruined and that Iblis is still free and wreaking havoc. But why is this? Sonic successfully went back in time and saved Elise, so shouldn't the future have changed? Normally it would have, but it didn't due to Sonic creating an alternate timeline. Alternate timelines are timelines that share the same history, but diverge at a specific point in time. You could also sorta kinda go with the multiverse theory. I'm not gonna get into detail about that, but either way, for Sonic 06, the divergence would have occurred when Sonic went back in time. By going back in time and saving Elise, Sonic created two timelines. One where Elise dies, Iblis is free, and the whole world turns into a hellhole. While in another, Sonic saves Elise, Mephiles kills him, and achieves his goal to become Solaris. But the second timeline is erased due to Sonic and Elise, and this creates a third timeline where the events of the second timeline never happened. But, as shown when Silver and Blaze return to the future, what happens in the second timeline does not affect the first timeline. This makes it so that the first timeline is still an existing timeline. So, it's possible for time manipulating gods such as Solaris and Time Eater to still affect it in some way. So yeah, Crisis City in 06, it's still sorta canon, but not really. It's confusing just like the game. The game was confusing, this is all confusing. But wait a minute, this sounds familiar. Time traveling individual from a ruined future, evil creature that wants to achieve its most powerful form, alternate timelines, one character dies by being shot, super forms? No, it can't be. No, Bad 06, Bad 06, stop ripping off Dragon Ball! God, this isn't gonna be the last time that Sonic the Hedgehog rips off Dragon Ball, is it? Nah. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, rate, and sub. Also, why not check out any of my previous theories? I hope to see you guys again. This is Thanku Theories, signing off.